Newsweek reports a St. Louis daycare hosted a fight club for preschoolers. Newly released video from 2016 shows teachers at the Adventure Learning Center apparently encouraging kids to beat one another in the classroom. The video was shot by a 10-year-old boy whose mother wants the two teachers held accountable. The center's director reportedly fired the employees and called the child abuse hotline. The prosecutors declined to file charges.
I think they should rethink that, because you can actually see teachers jumping up and down, cheering the kids on. It's very disturbing.
Oh my God! A 10-year-old took this fight club video with his iPad. He's with older kids in the next room. That's his little brother crying after 3 fights. One teacher's excited, jumping up and down, while the other teacher puts Hulk fists on preschoolers. Mother Nicole Merciel cannot watch without crying.
He doesn't understand why his friends were fighting him, why he got beat up by his best friends, and it was on his 4th birthday.
The fight begins. The kids fall. A teacher kicks in the air in excitement. The only person who tries breaking it up is another preschooler, but he cannot stop one child from pounding the other's head into the floor.
They're fighting.
Merciel believes it only stopped because her older son texted her video. She called the director to stop it.
He said that the daycare workers were making them fight, not helping them.
Daycare cameras recorded at least 30 minutes, fight after fight. Video, Merciel says, can be monitored by staff. Though it happened nearly 2 years ago, Merciel does not think enough was done.
I want them to be held accountable, and I don't want this to happen to any other child.
The police report says the director immediately fired both teachers and called the child abuse hotline. The St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office declined to prosecute. I reached out to both teachers. They had no comment. Though state regulators substantiated the complaint, Adventure Learning Center continued operating normally. But with increased inspections, 8 visits since document 26 wide-ranging violations, though none exactly like the fight club incident. March 2018, a 4-year-old child said a teacher cussed at him, flicked him, grabbed him, and pushed him to the ground. Also this year, a, quote, agency staff member observed a caregiver grab a child approximately 3 years old by the arm and carry the child. The report adds that the director was standing in his classroom and did not respond. Merciel wonders about training, pointing to how a teacher noticed her son crying that December day in 2016.
In the video, he's wiping his face over and over again. The daycare worker, you see her walk over to him and tell him, you know, you're fine, and like pat him on the back, and then walk and start another fight with other kids.
She says she now struggles making her son realize fighting at daycare is not really widely accepted.
When we chose a new daycare for him and he started going, he asked me in the car if they were going to make him fight.
A representative here personally promised me a response but did not follow up. Click on this story on the Fox 2 app to check on violations at your kids' center. For the Fox Files, I'm Chris Hayes.
Now, Fox 2 reached out to the St. Louis Circuit Attorney's Office to find out why charges were not filed. In a statement, we were told there was insufficient evidence to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that any laws were violated. However, that does not diminish the incredibly poor judgment by these adults.